Hey everybody, welcome back to Weekly Money, a satisfying 2021 to you all. I've set business goals and intentions that I'm gonna smash through this year. And if you set your goals and your intentions, I'm wishing you all the focus and the energy to do the same. I'm starting the new year off with a brand new website. YouTube has been fantastic and I have no intentions on leaving the platform anytime soon, but I needed more room. I had to spread my elbows and I wanted a place to give you guys more, and hotshottraining.com is where I can do that. Now, everything I've created and offered to you guys so far on YouTube will still be there. It'll still be in every upcoming and every past YouTube video I've ever made and will make. But on the website, it'll just be easier for you guys to find stuff. And honestly, it's a lot more fun to go through. The 7-part free course that I always offer you guys will be easier to find on the website. The trailer buyer's guide that I made a video of some time ago, now it's easier to find on the website. The Money course that'll teach you how I dispatched for myself and for my 7 drivers and how to operate every day on the road. That course is still alive and well. I've been talking about it forever, but it is alive and well, and it even has its own page on the website where you can sign up for early pre-sales. What I'm most excited about though is my Ready, Set, Prepare video training course. I built it in 2020 and many of you have benefited from it. It's my startup course. It helps you understand how to get started in the business. The thing is that I've never really given it its proper stage. I never even explained really what's in the course. So many of you have bought it blindly, not even knowing what's in the thing. You kind of just trusted me based on what's on my YouTube channel and what's in my free course. So now the Ready, Set, Prepare video training course has its own page on the site, and I break down and explain all the 6 parts that are in that course, what's in them, and all that good stuff. So now you can really understand what you're getting before you reach into your pocket. What I'm even more excited about though is my 2021 New Year's promo. So my Ready, Set, Prepare course always sells for $147. It sells at that price all day, every day. I've never discounted it. I discounted it for the first time this past Christmas right here at the end of 2020. And everybody jumped all over it. So I decided, you know what better way for me to, encourage and contribute to the success of the people that have decided that 2021 is their year? What better way can I contribute to that than to extend this promo? So this $147, 39-part, 4 bonus part having course, I'm discounting and I'm continuing the promotion down to $47. Like, it's $100 off. You can't beat it. I'm only doing that for the first work week of 2020. So January 10th, this is over. It'll be gone. It'll be done. So take advantage of it while it's there. I'll make another really small video later on this week reminding you guys in case you forgot, with life getting in the way and all that stuff. And if you're in my email list because you've signed up for my free course, my Before You Buy a Truck course, then I will also send you an email reminder towards the end of the week and maybe on Sunday next week, just so you don't miss out. $47, $100 off. My way of saying Happy New Year to you. And if this is your year, I want to contribute to that. If you're jumping up and down on your bed, waving your credit card in the air, pump your brakes there, Turbo. I've made it really easy for you to grab your copy. Just go into the comments or descriptions below this video. There's links there to the website, or you can just go to the website directly. Now, I'm by no means a techie guy, but I know enough to know that with a brand new website, it's almost impossible to find it on Google just by doing a search. So if you want to go directly to the website, in your search bar, you have to put in http://www, the whole thing. But the easier way is you can just go to the comment section or the description section below this video, and there's links there. And once you arrive at my masterpiece of a website, you'll have fun running around and you'll definitely find what you're looking for. Pretty easy. And speaking of techie things, for those of you that have already started courses of mine, don't worry. It's a brand new website, but you still have access to all of your course library. I sent you an email already directly letting you know this is the link you need to use to gain access to all of the courses that you already are taking with me. And a final word to the wise, just save the site to your favorites once you're there. That way next time it's just a click away. Whew, that's a lot of talking. All right, so let's jump into this week's actual episode. I've been self-employed, a 1099 guy, longer than I've been a W-2 guy ever in my adult life. But I realize for many of you jumping into Hotshot Trucking, this is possibly the first time you're going to be a self-employed person, meaning you're not going to be at a desk somewhere getting a regular paycheck as a W-2 person. You're going to be a 1099 person, meaning that's how you're going to file your taxes. So because of that, I wanted to make an episode really just ripping the covers off and showing and exposing what the real income and expenses are when it comes to Hotshot Trucking. It's what everybody wants to know. It's what everybody needs to know because, like I always say, these bills are not cheap. Truck insurance, trailer insurance, truck payment, trailer payment, those things are not inexpensive. You need to count the cost, do your due diligence early before you commit to those kind of payments every month, those obligations. And that's what this episode is all about. Now, let's be real here. There's no way that I can cover everything that I want to cover. You guys know I like to share a lot and jam-pack these episodes. There's no way I'm going to be able to dive as deep as I want to in the last few minutes that I have left in this video. So what I'm going to do is start it here, and then there's going to be a part 2. Who knows if there'll be a part 3, but let's get started. So yes, all business is about profit, but in order to know what your profits are, you need to know what your expenses are, because income minus expenses equals your profit. So we're going to get into that. But even before we get there, you have to start the business. And the money you use to start the business is called capital. So let's talk about how much capital you need to get started in this industry. There are 4 buckets that are going to require some of your capital. Let's just start with a round number of, 10K. Let's say you got 10 grand on your hands, whether it's in your 401k or it's in cash or lawsuit money or whatever. You got $10,000 put away, and that's what you want to use as capital to start your hotshot trucking business. So the 4 buckets that you're going to have to spread that money amongst is number 1, down payments, number 2, equipment, number 3, startup fuel, and number 4, savings. Let's take these one at a time. As far as down payments go, if you have amazing credit, then you can do what I did, which is go into a dealership for a truck, for a trailer, sign, and you're out with your equipment, 0 money out of pocket. That's what I did. Not because my scores have always been amazing, but because I know about credit just from my mortgage broker days and my loan officer days. And I was able to rebuild my credit on purpose right before I went to go pick up my equipment. I talk about that, what I did and how to do it and all that stuff in my Ready, Set, Prepare course, but there's no time for me to get into that here. So we'll just keep moving along. As far as down payments go, if your credit's not amazing, you're more than likely going to have to put a down payment, into the mix here, put some skin in the game. As far as your truck goes, my truck, a 2019 Ram 3500 dually, Ace in transmission, Cummins engine, I paid out the door, I think high 50s, like 57, 58 with taxes and title and registration, all that stuff. So 10% down is easily going to be $5 grand on a truck. And you're not going to get a used truck that's hot shot worthy, newer and has everything you need, the engine, the tranny to put up with the abuse and the weight that you're hauling. You're not going to get a truck like that for $15,000. It's not happening. You can go online yourself and it's just not going to happen. Maybe you'll find one in the high 30s, but it's used and has a lot of miles. So anyway, the point is that you're going to put at least, let's say you're buying a $50,000 truck, 10% down, that's $5,000 right there. Your 10 grand is now cut in half. And you still have to buy a trailer. That's at least 10 grand, maybe used, maybe new, depending on, how you trick it out with options, but that's at least $10,000. Let's say you have to put 10% down on that. That's another 1,000. Now you're 10 grand, you only have 4,000 left because you spent 1,000 on the trailer, 5,000 in down payments on the truck. So now you have 4 grand left. Next is your equipment. Your equipment, which is your straps, your chains, your binders, bungees, edge protectors, impact wrench, stuff for inside of your truck, like your phone holder, a printer. You got to have a printer on board. That's the tip of the week. You got to have a printer on board. I'll talk about why another day. But those are the things you have to have on board. All of that costs money, and it all begins to add up very quickly. You're easily going to spend $2,000 on equipment. Your tarp alone is going to run you about $500. So you're going to spend about, if you're a great budgeting person, maybe $1,500, but you're going to spend about $2,000, maybe $2,500 on supplies. Your $4,000 you had left out of that 10 is now down to $2 grand, maybe $1,500, and you haven't even bought commercial insurance yet and cargo insurance yet. Everyone knows commercial insurance is very expensive. My commercial insurance down payment, which is the main reason why a lot of people either don't get into the business or they lease under somebody else just because they get an insurance break because that company has their own insurance. Their premium goes up. They just charge you a little bit more. Whatever their premium increases every month, they charge you that difference instead of you putting the down payment. That's why a lot of people lease on to other companies, even though they're paying through the nose every month and, out the nose for the percentage of their loads. But that's another story. As far as your down payment goes, I paid $2,500 or $2,400 down payment. And that's not the cheapest. That's not the most expensive I've heard. Some people have to put down more than that as a down payment for their insurance. If you're trying to start your hotshot trucking business with $10,000 and you don't have amazing credit, you've already blown through your 10 grand and you're actually short. when it comes to having money for your commercial insurance down payment. I'm going to pause here for now, but we'll pick up with fuel and savings next week. And by the way, you need more money because your 10 grand is already spent. Throughout the last year, many of you asked about the factoring, fuel card, ELD, and DAT loadboard companies that I use for me and my 7 drivers and how to sign up with these companies for yourselves. So I put together a how-to video for each one. I'll tack it on at the end of my upcoming weekly money videos, and you can also find it at my new website, hotshottraining.com. Aside from knowing how to operate each and every single day, these are the 4 main resources required to make money, save money, and be in compliance on the road. I've used each one of these companies since my first day on the road. I still pay for the memberships, and all my drivers that I dispatch for are also successfully using them every day. Feel free to try out any other company you want, but I stick with these guys because their services work, and I like things that work. I don't like headaches. So why are these important? And then I'll show you how to sign up for them. First, loadboard access. The DAT loadboard is one of the 2 major load boards. It makes sense to see what loads are moving around you before you go out and buy a truck and trailer. And commercial insurance. I cannot say that enough. I say it in almost every single video. All load boards are membership based. This link gives you the first 30 days for free of your membership. As for factoring, I'm still signed up with the same company I've used since day one, and everybody I dispatch for is also signed up with them for one main reason, because I can help them if they have any questions along the way. I'm familiar with the company. I'm familiar with the app. I have a really good contact inside the company should you have any issues. You can go with whoever you want to for factoring, but if you'd like me to help you out, I have a link coming up for the factoring company that I'm with so that I can help you, again, if you have any questions or issues along the way. Same goes for the fuel card that I use. It's offered by the factoring company that I work with, but even if you are not signed up with them or choose not to sign up with them, you can still gain access to this free fuel card. You can put money on the fuel card and swipe at the pump for diesel as you go, or if you do choose to factor with them, they'll extend you a credit line and you basically fuel up all week and pay it next week from the loads that you ran last week. You're required to have an electronic login device on board, otherwise known as an ELD. I use Keep Trucking for my electronic login device. I always have, I always will, because they're a major company. I didn't want to deal with some rinky-dink startup somewhere that's trying to get their act together and learn the business. These guys are leaders of the pack, and I'm all about that. The hardware works, the software works. If you have a fleet of trucks now, or that's your goal, it's expandable so you can monitor all your trucks that are on the road. They keep up to date with our service regulation changes, and their video tutorials and articles are great as far as wanting to learn and understand all the behind the scenes of an ELD. Plus, it doesn't hurt that if you use my link, you get a $100 Visa gift card to use on whatever you want. I get one too, which I appreciate. If you don't want me to get a Visa gift card and you don't want one either, then go online and sign up for Keep Trucking on your own. But if you do want that, then I'm gonna give you a link to use. All right, now let me show you how to sign up for these. All right, so you can research the web, blogs, forums, read a million comments, or you could just have me send you a link. I'm giving you 4 ways to get links to the services I just talked about. Just go with whatever way works best for you. First, you can email me and say, hey, send me your factoring link, your ELD link, the 30 days free of DAT loadboard access link, or the link to your free course, and I'll send it right out to you. I'll also put each link up on the screen in a few seconds here. They're not hyperlinks, so you can't click on them, but you could just type them into the Google search bar or whatever search bar you use, and it'll take you to where you can sign up. If you're impatient like me, you want things yesterday, the fastest way is to just go to the comments or description section on the YouTube video you're watching right now. Just click right where you see either one of these 2 fingers pointing, and that'll open up the comment or description section where you can click on whatever links you want and be on your merry way. When you click on my DAT link, the first thing you'll do is choose a subscription level you want. It doesn't matter which one you choose, but this is a subscription though. So your first 30 days are free, and then they'll charge you every month. You can cancel after your first 30 days, but if you're really gonna get on the road, wouldn't you really want to see what live loads are around you? And if you're in a dry area or a really robust, bubbling area for loads? I do everything on my phone, and the screen you're seeing is the screen you're going to see if you click on the link on your phone. And the red box is showing that it says you need a DOT number and a credit card. Yes, you need a credit card or a debit card because this is a subscription, but you do not need a DOT number. They just haven't updated their website. Next, create a username and password, and after that, select your authority type. If you have a DOT or MC number, put it in. If you don't, then choose no DOT, no MC number. You're a carrier who's going to dispatch for themselves, so select carrier dispatcher from the type box, then put in your company name, and that's it. The next few screens are self-explanatory, and you'll be looking at live loads in a few. Factoring is how you get paid when you deliver a load. Here's some of the reasons why I chose my factoring company when I was starting out. Plus, they're a major company, and I've had no issues so far, and neither have any of the drivers that I dispatch for. Click my link, enter your contact information, and they'll reach out to answer any questions you have and explain how their fuel card and factoring services work. If you don't have an MC number yet, no worries, it's not required anyway. They'll still reach out to you and get you all set up. It's just one less thing you have to do later on. This is the screen you'll see when you click my link for an ELD provider. I've used Keep Truckin from the beginning and it's still connected in my truck. Their 24/7 customer service is actually helpful. Plus you can add a dash cam and Wi-Fi service that does not give out when you're in the middle of nowhere. The discount they refer to is their way of saying they're gonna send you a $100 Visa gift card once you order your hardware. And if you don't receive your gift card within a week, let me know in an email. I have a really good contact person within the company. If you're on YouTube, you'll find links to my 3 video trainings in the comments and description sections. And if you're already on my website, just scroll down.